Dear Diary, it's episode 0015 of Mystery Science Theater 3000. And it's a movie about the Super Bowl, and the host segment's really cheaped out. I'm DJ Particle. This is Misty Review. Now in this episode, running through all the host segments, well, except for the final one, of course, Tom Servo is writing in his diary. This means flashbacks. Oh, okay, well, only 2 of them were true flashbacks. However, the opening host segment was not. And, God damn it, Crow!
Dear, to whom it may concern. Well, it's been nearly 4 months since Joel invented me, and even though he didn't give me working arms, luckily I can type with my feet. Just yesterday, we were talking to the evil scientist who trapped us here, and I was surprised to find out that...
You're right, Servo. We never looked at it that way.
You know, that little bucket of diodes is really onto something.
Yes, and as you can see, it'd be completely to your benefit to bring us back to Earth.
Servo, tell the guys to be ready to return to Earth at 12 p.m. tomorrow.
Hi, Servo.
Hello.
Oh, hello, dickweeds. Hey, Earhart, is that your head or did your neck blow a bubble? It's all off, Servo. Your little golden buddy blew it for you.
That's right, and you can expect a boring football movie to boot. And it stars, among other non-talent actors, Dick Butkus.
And continuing on the flashback theme were the other host segments. Now, we won't really get into the first regular host segment during the movie because it was a true flashback of when Tom Servo was feeling different kinds of pain. We already covered that in SST Death Flight. However, we got instead a peek of possibly the real Joel?
Joel's lovable on-air persona is nothing like his day-to-day demeanor. Like yesterday, after recharge, Joel sat us down for his weekly attitude talks. And boy, was he a little miffed.
Hey, Gypsy, there's your drivetrain. It's a wonder you're even moving. You left it on the shower rod.
Huh?
Would you move?
What?
Listen, just because you have to have your oil changed every week doesn't mean you own that shower.
Okay.
Now, you, Crow.
Uh-oh, here comes the prod.
You left your load pans out. After recharge, you know the rule.
Well, it was Servo's turn to
I told you I'm not doing your load.
Listen, I'm not normally this way. It's just Servo's perception of me.
Boy, you're really crabby.
You're next, Servo.
What?
I found gum underneath all of the theater seats.
How do you know it was mine?
It was Juicy Fruit.
Okay, it was mine.
The movie for this episode was a drama called Superdome. It's about the Super Bowl, but sort of. There are criminal bookies, terroristic threats, attempted murder of players. Yeah, not your typical football movie. Now, Joel and the Bots, their ratings went up during the real-life Super Bowl weeks past. How do they fare against this movie about the Super Bowl? I think that's okay. It's got some moments.
Did these guys fly in on SST Death Flight?
For the people who made this game what it is today.
The mafia.
He's another O.J. Simpson, and name it. Every account hunter in town is going to be after him.
Now, wait a minute, Chief.
To run through an airport in pantyhose?
Let me know right back.
Can you reach those knobs?
And that changed the point spread from the Cougars.
My
by
biggest
3
concern is the big
to
knob in the
Cougars by
middle.
4.5.
How's the knee? Is it still hurting?
It's fine.
It's in the car.
Trainers.
I went to see a doctor, Dave.
What's wrong?
I'm pregnant.
It's not that kind of a doctor. He's a psychologist. Dr. Goldman recommended him.
I'm still
See
pregnant.
you shrink?
More.
What do you call this?
I watch you grow farther and farther
Dialogue.
away from me. You sink
Not
deeper
good
into some
dialogue.
place where I can't follow.
Not good acting.
I watch you Why are we losing?
This would fall into the category of plot facets we don't care about.
Make love to me.
Oh, he's staying at the police hotel. Each room carries a badge.
It's the Judge Dredd suite.
Now everything's moving. And we got our man on
And grooving.
doing his number.
And swinging.
It's a swaying.
It's a compunction.
Just a minute.
She's got a voice like a body being thrown through a bus window.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Repeat after me.
Don't talk through your nose.
Gene Simmons in his first acting debut.
You are P.K. Jackson.
Right on, baby.
What's PK stand for?
Pastor's kid. He's got the face of a killer.
In the body of Chumley.
What is it?
Come on, drink it. It'll do marvelous things for you.
It's booze. B-O-Z-O-Z. Booze.
We've come a long way, baby. In a lot of ways.
We can bring up the bacon and fry it up in a pan. Wouldn't it be great if she puked on him?
Keep spinning her, she will. Oh, my career, my career.
And I don't care what you
Is
do
she
for
standing in a hole?
I mean, you can only have so much body jewelry.
Oh, I thought that was soap on a rope he forgot to take off.
Yeah,
Well,
football.
they won the game. Let's go home.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, gun! New Orleans precision jump roping. Smoke out the water.
Magnum deep fry.
And now one theme going through this movie in some of the riffing is the fact that the movies eventually lead up to the Super Bowl. When the Super Bowl starts, the movie's over. And Crow is especially peeved about this.
Has anybody even seen a football?
Now, a funny thing about this particular episode is that for a long time, the final host segment was missing from the collectors. When this episode was first found in 1996, it was missing the final host segment. It wasn't found until last decade when someone who was going through their old VHS tapes discovered that they had a tape that had Superdome on it, but it had been taped over, except for the final host segment. Ding! Of course, it turns out it's just viewer mail.
This one is from a guy, we don't know who. You have to write back to us and tell us who made this poster, but it's super cool, right? It says, Joel Hodgson's worst nightmare. There's us in the watching it. And then the caption reads, who are those guys watching us? And, oh, there's the Slant Six Swinger.
Cool.
Mango juice, a big cargo of mango juice. And then it says, hey, someone's watching us. And then Gamma, or that creature's saying, let's step on them.
Great drawing.
Looks like Servo, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one of you, Crow.
Looks just like me.
Yeah.
Great.
That's from Kelly.
I got feet.
This is a kind of a montage of Gamera and the Metallica and me in a kind of Transformer outfit and you and...
There's something in Servo's head.
Yeah, that's a change. And this is from a woman who says, just wanted to tell you guys, your show is super. You guys are funny. Keep up the good work. It's from Dawn Shepard.
Thanks,
and
Don.
then she says, Joel, who does your hair? This guy says that his dog looks like you, Crow. You think so?
Yeah, there's a similarity. Yeah.
So what do we think about episode 0015, Superdome? Wouldn't exactly say it's a super episode, but it's okay. Give it a watch. And this is actually one of those movies where you may actually find yourself drawn into the actual movie drama instead of the riffing. Granted, it's not a good movie, but you want to know how it ends. So, yeah. And, well, we're kind of in TV movie hell right now, with just only a couple more exceptions to the end of the season. Or rather, cheap movie hell. You know, those cheap movies that have those has-been actors, you know, like SST Deathlight. Because 0016 is another one of those. And let's just say we're going to try to get all fired up for the next episode. But until then, I'm DJ Particle, and I'm signing off. Boom.